For this project, we're going to use Oly-Fun Fabric. It's a really cool non-fraying fabric, so we won't have to sew anything. Just cut and start crafting. So as you can see, the fabric is really easy to cut. I'm going to cut it into squares so that I can use it in my die cutting machine. I'm going to be cutting circles in various sizes from the Oly-Fun Fabric. These are approximately 3-inch, 2.5-inch, and 2-inch diameter circles that I'm cutting. And these are the base of the flowers. Once my circles are cut, I am going to cut kind of like a swirl pattern. If you see, I started on one edge and I'm just going to keep going around in the circle until I've created a coil. And then I can separate all my Oly-Fun circles. And this is really quick and easy to do. So it's kind of like a snail shell, if you can imagine that. I'm using a fabric glue with a dowel rod to start creating my flower. I'm going to put just a little dot of glue on the pointy end there and start twisting the fabric around my dowel rod. Okay, this takes a little practice at first, but once you get the hang of it, these are really easy to make. When you get to the end, you've got a little circle there where you're going to put some more fabric glue and press it into the bottom of your coil. The fabric glue dries really quickly, so you just have to hold it for a couple seconds and then there's your flower. So you're just going to keep doing this with all the colors so you have a beautiful array of flowers in multiple sizes. Next, we're going to take a styrofoam cone and cover it with this fun kiwi colored Oly-Fun fabric. I am using pins, sewing pins, to just hold that fabric in place. You won't even see those pins later. And once I have covered the entire styrofoam cone with the fabric, I'll trim off the excess. Now we get to start assembling our cone. To me, this was the part I was waiting to get to. So just use that fabric glue and start attaching flowers. I tried to alternate colors as much as possible, and I also tried to put the larger flowers on the bottom and then kind of intersperse the medium and small size flowers just to fill in the gaps so that it gets a nice full look. Start at the base and work your way up to the top. For the candle holders, we're going to be using rings of styrofoam, and this time I'm just gluing the flowers right onto the ring. So just like we did with the cone, use your fabric glue and start on the outside and then work towards the top, filling in the ring with flowers. For a fun little detail, you can cut some leaves from that kiwi Oly-Fun fabric and just glue those in between the flowers. It gives it a nice little pop of color and makes the flowers look more real. I wanted to set my flowers on a coordinating table runner, so I decided to make my own using Oly-Fun fabric and the large butterfly die from Crafter's Edge. So this is a fabric cutting die, and you can cut more sheets of fabric with it than you can with the paper die. I found that I was able to cut 6 sheets at once, and that will make 3 butterflies. So I've placed multiple sheets of Oly-Fun on my crossover 2 cutting machine and adjusted the setting there so that I could cut some more sheets of fabric and rolled it through to get my butterfly pieces cut. Look at all these pretty butterfly pieces. Now I can start assembling them on my table runner. I cut a long strip of the darkest blue fabric, and again I'm using fabric glue to assemble the butterflies. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the back of each piece and put the butterflies together. And now let's put it all together.